going on, guys? Gyrospin14 here, back in another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. So if you didn't see that crystal opening video a while ago, that was insane. I'm freaking out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you wanna watch it, that's amazing. Today will be probably tips on the beginners. Tips on the beginners and how it can improve your gameplay and stuff, progressions, what to do as a beginner. So I started this account 2 months and 2 weeks ago. And so I got my first 1 stars and 2 stars. So that's where I started. But now look at my roster. That's 1 stars and 2 stars. That's a lot. Most are duped. So tip number 1, practice how to fight opponents without parry and evade. So if you don't know what parry and evade are, go check out Dork Lessons video. He has a great video. He has great videos on how to parry and evade. So shout out to him. Hi. So that's tip number 1. Practice your parry and evade at early levels, even without it yet. Just practice tapping and swiping. Tip number 2. Let's get the crystals. Tip number 2, do not buy any of these featured hero crystals unless you really want to. So you can see the drop rates, they're pretty low for the 4-star and 3-star. If you were to get a 2-star hero, that's a waste of 150 units, so don't. Please don't. As well as buying premium hero crystals. Don't buy them. Even if you want to, don't. Tip number 3 has to be an alliance tab. Find an alliance as quick as possible. Because if you are to find an alliance as quick as possible, then that would get you these insane rewards for summoner advancement and stuff. Say summoner advancement. Okay, 9.7k, it's fine. So you would get these 4-star and 5-star shards, summoner advancement. But you were in a lower tier alliance, you have 4-star and 3-star shards. But that's still awesome. Oops, okay. Tip number 4. Maximize your solo events. Do these solo events if you have time. Just read them on. Win an arena fight, win a duel, use a boost, event quest completion, tech combat, mystic advancement, hero use, level up, arena wins, all those stuff. So that's amazing. So that's tip number 4, I think. Wait. So join alliance, tip 3, tip 2, tip 1. I think it's tip 4. We're up to tip 4. Tip 4, help your alliance mates over here using this help button. So as you can see, you can get 1,000 daily loyalty per day. So you can see here I have 13,127. Then tip number 5 has to be maximize your time in the beginner arena. Or number 6. Because I think I did the solo events as 4 or whatever. Let's go with number 6. So tip number 6. Maximize your time in the beginner's arena. So if you have the chance to do the 4-star and 5-star featured, that's amazing. Because the cutoff for that, I believe, is beginner 1.5 to 2 million. Intermediate 2 million to 3 million. So that's amazing. And then for the featured 3-star, beginner 200,000. Intermediate, I think it's 500,000. And summoner trials, just do it for the shards. You can see here the rank rewards here. Then how to know if you're in the beginner, intermediate, or veteran. So beginner, first 30 days. Intermediate, 31 to 60 days of playing the game. not like logging in, but like in real time days. Like for if you've been inactive for like 1 to 3 months or so, or let's just say 3 months. Sorry, you're in the veteran bracket. Okay, so back to the topic. Basic arenas, I believe beginner was 800,000, intermediate was 1.5 million. That's my rough estimates. So how to know if you're in a beginner, intermediate, or veteran? So beginner, I believe it's like 1 to 200 here in the 4-star featured. Then in intermediate 1 to 500, I'm not entirely sure. Then veteran is 1 to 800. So that's tip number 6, maximize arena. So as you can see here, I ground out some arena, 26 to 45%. Not too bad. Next tip. Should I say? Hoard your health potions and revives unless you really, really, really need it. So as you can see here, I have hoarded over some I mean one, because I've been using it for Act 5 lately. So, yeah. Okay, so next tip. Do not ever, ever waste your 4-star generic awakening gems or class awakening gems on those who are not worthy. Okay, so like don't use them on the trash champions. So like go check out Seden's tier list, shout out to him, and check who is awakening gem worthy. Next tip, it's all about catalysts. Maximize the daily events and do them so you can get these catalysts. The catalysts are used to rank ups every champion you have. You can see it in the upgrade screen, and that's all for that. So next step is do the event quests. So there's a monthly event quest. Oh gosh, it's made of mayhem. So there's a monthly event quest over here. And as you can see, hey guys, so sorry for that jump cut again. I just had to grind mutant catalysts to be able to rank 2 my rogue. And so I'm back with the tips and tricks. So as I was saying earlier, the event quest. Make sure to do the event quest. So if you think you can't do heroic yet, which I'll show you the PI of the champions in the last chapter. It's pretty easy when you get to like my level, you're skilled enough, you can intercept. So if you think you're not that skilled, try out your skills in beginner. And if you think you can do that, try normal. Make sure to always 100%. So final PI of the Sabertooth here is 4,221. So it's pretty easy, I guess. It's okay. The only problem you have with Sabertooth is every time you attack him, he gets a regeneration that lasts for, I think, 20 seconds. So that's your only problem this month. And then maybe the Sentinels, but use Medusa for that, or Power Lock, Power Drain Champions for that. And you'll do just fine. So if you think you can do okay, so let me just show you the rewards for 100%. As you can see here, 100% heroic. 1 tier 4 basic catalyst, 1,000 5-star shards, 300 4-star shards, 10 tier 4 class catalyst, and master difficulty. So if you think you're super skilled, try Uncollected. It might suit you just fine. You get 2,500 5-star shards just for not really exploring even. 500, 1,000, 1,500, 5,000, 7,400 a month if you 100%, but it's pretty hard. So I just suggest try doing completion first. Completion. Okay? So that's it for the event quest. Now next step will be for the story quest. So make sure you do Act 1 if you're done with that. If you want your first 3-star, explore this whole chapter. By exploring, it just means taking all the paths you need. So if it shows a dotted line, like for example, the Kang chapter, because I didn't 100% this because it's just a 3-star, it's not worth it. As Seaton said, it's not worth the 100% active. You just get a 3-star crystal, that's all. So, as you can see here, so if it's like a non-dotted line, it's a straight line, that means you've taken that path. But if it's a dotted line like this one, you haven't taken that path. Okay, so if you see one of these gates right here, as you can see there, the mutant gate, you need a mutant champion to be able to cross. So you need class-specific champions to be able to do this. So now after the progression path, and that's my next step, your progression path. What should you do as a beginner? So I believe that you should start off at Act 1, and then 100% that to get your first 3-star. Then complete Act 2 to get your second 3-star. Then Act 3, if you can. Thanos. Try to beat him. Or if you can't, 100% Act 2 if you want, just to get that other 3-star crystal. So you have 3 3-stars to go against Thanos. Max them out, hope they're good enough, and they can beat Thanos. After you've done that, 100% Act 3, or if you want, you can proceed to Act 4, then 100% Act 3. Because if you 100% Act 3, you get a 4-star hero crystal. And the next, Act 4. Just do everything. A little tip for Maestro, practice evading his special one. Unless you have like an auto-evade champion like an Awakened Spider-Man Classic, a Stark Spidey, a Miles Morales, Symbiote Spider-Man Awakened, and all those evade champions. So Maestro is pretty easy when you get like the hang of stuff, and you should be able to do it. Search on YouTube tips and tricks to do Maestro from other YouTubers. There's a lot who give tips and tricks about Maestro. And then find which champions suit you best and what you enjoy playing and use those to your advantage. So the rewards for completion: a 4-star crystal, 5 tier 4 basics, 2 tier 1 alphas, 4 generic signature stones, and 1,000 5-star hero shards. So here, as you can see, the exploration, you get a 4-star generic, and the 3 tier 4 class catalysts, and the 4 tier 2 alpha catalysts. Those are the ones you actually want as the rewards. So if you want to 100% it, you can do it anytime you want. It doesn't really matter unless you want a 4-star generic, the 3 tier 4 class catalysts, and the tier 2 alphas. So what you want after that before doing, actually no. No, actually after doing Act 4, or even before Act 4, do Road to the Labyrinth Chapter 1 and 2. So then after you've completed Act 4, attempt Act Chapter 3 completion. And then after that, start with Act 5. I'm not going to be showing the rewards, I'm just going to brief you through this. So for Act 5, you just want to complete all these 6 chapters. I'm not going to go in depth. So I'm just gonna do those another time and tips for every single chapter or quest rather. Okay, so after you've completed Act 5 Chapter 1, yeah, you if you want to do Road to the Labyrinth Chapter 4 and Realm of Legends. So those two pieces of content you should be able to do, I hope. And then after that, Act 5 Chapter 2, the Collector Chapter. So if you can, as you can see, I breezed through it except for the last bottom three here. Lines in the Sand, Insurrection, and Abrogation. It took me 140 units for Lines in the Sand and Insurrection. I don't know how much it's gonna take me for Abrogation, but hopefully it won't be too bad. But the Collector I know is that bad. Okay, so after that, you're going to be Uncollected, which means you're going to have access to the Uncollected difficulty. So you should be able to complete that if you've beaten the Collector and your skill level is pretty good. You've gotten pretty good at the game. You're way into the end game. You're a veteran. You know everything to do now. You grind arena. You do the daily quests. You finish Road to the Labyrinth. So after like one or two attempts at the Uncollected difficulty, that should get you warmed up for Labyrinth of Legends. So a suitable tip for this is bring a 4-star Star-Lord rank 5 or a 5-star rank 4 or rank 5. That's amazing. Like Star-Lord, Gwenpool, Blade, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, Elektra, Magic, Rogue. I've seen a lot of people use those champions, and so I hope you can complete that. And I wish you all good luck in your progression as a new player, or even if you're a veteran watching this and you don't know what to do anymore with yourself in the game. I hope you enjoy. Well, thank you all so much for watching this wonderful video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!